Hi everyone, it's Freya. It's been quite a long time since I did the last video diary, I suppose, of my awareness of long COVID. So I thought I'd give you guys an update of what's been going on. So currently I've just hit my 1 year of long COVID, so away from work, away from study, and it's been an absolute diabolical time health-wise. So the only good thing about it is I had spent more time with my children, so that's the one good thing. So what's happened is that my condition allows me now to walk up and down my stairs slowly, which is good because beforehand I couldn't do that. I can walk a little distance now without getting too much out of breath, but if I take myself a little bit faster than a normal walking speed and don't stop, then I get out of breath. Now what I found was I'm counting as I am walking, so every step I'm taking is almost like a drum beat. So that's one of the things I'm doing also, is just trying to learn drums as well as going on my bike just to help my low mood. The drumming with the counting, keeping in pace, keeping in timing is helping. So when I put my steps down, I'm trying to breathe in and out to try and keep my breath going, and it's helping. And I think what's happening is that my lungs or my stamina or something is getting stronger through that. So it's definitely a step up, thank goodness. So that's good. So when I found that I'm going out, with a family somewhere, I walk a little bit and then I've got to stop, and then I've got to walk and then I've got to stop, and it's just so frustrating, really is. But then I find that if I'm counting as I walk and pace myself, I can walk a little bit further. And then obviously I've got to stop again if I get too much. But on an incline, I'm still really bad with even the slightest incline. So I'm going to try and keep going with that timing, with the breathing, going up an incline. Because ultimately what we need to do is get up an incline with bags at speed, and when it gets to the top, be enough to be able to work on a patient. That's the main thing. The other thing was the fatigue. So what I found when this started, that I was tired all through the day, didn't sleep very well through the night, and that's kind of had a knock-on effect. Now what I'm finding is that through the long COVID people, they do this fatigue management, and if there's like lots of things I've got to do, like a bedroom needs cleaning, there's a bit of, I don't know, gardening to be done, not that I'm doing that, but just little bits and pieces where I try to do everything all at once, and got so fatigued that at the end of the day I couldn't do anything else, and then I had like 3 days off because I was really tired. The fatigue management tell you to do one thing which is important, and take it slowly, and then rest. And I think that's the biggest thing, is just trying to get you to rest and to really push yourself not to do anything too much. So over the last few months, I have done something like a little bit of, do one bedroom, for example, do the children's bedroom like a Hoover or something. And I make sure I only do half an hour of anything, and then I got to give myself a few hours rest. And then I finish it off. So I'm only doing like 1 room a day. That's it. Whereas beforehand I was trying to do all the bedrooms, and I was trying to do the hallway, and then the next day I was trying to do downstairs, for example. But that's what they were saying, is because if you do too much and you are tired, then you go and use your the adrenaline part of it will then have a bit of a spike, and then you push yourself and push, and think, oh, I can do it. This is that was my mistake, thinking I can do it, and then pushing myself through the fatigue. And then I found actually that's not good, and I was, for 2 or 3 days I was a wreck. I just couldn't concentrate. I was so tired. But this is getting better. So I've been able to go and do bit more things, but I'm having to pace myself. So that's the main thing about fatigue, is you just pace yourself on something that you need to do, and then the next day, if you want to do something, do that only, and then just for a short time, and then really rest. And the other thing I had to make sure I was doing is getting the kids to do stuff for me rather than me doing everything. Being a mum is difficult. I don't really want to ask them to do things around the house, but I've had to sort of bite that pill and go, actually, I do need help. And that's another big thing. When I didn't think I need help, I thought, you know, no one's going to help, nothing's going to help. I do everything on my own, but you have to ask for help. So swallow that pride like I just did and just ask for help. The other thing was my mood and my brain fog. Brain fog was awful. I'm still not very good with that. I'm still having to write down stuff. Short-term memory has got worse because of the long COVID. So my memory hasn't been wonderful anyway, because I've got like this stupid brain up there. But the long COVID has sort of exasperated it somehow. And when I spoke to the long COVID clinic, any sort of medical condition or whatever it is you have, no matter how minimal, the long COVID then exasperates it. It sort of brings it to the top. So my memory wasn't brilliant, and it really made it worse. Where I was thinking, I was talking to somebody, and think, well, you put that, can you put that that object, whatever it was, on the and I was trying to think of the word table, and I couldn't think of the word table, and that's frustrating, embarrassing, upsetting, all the negatives. But on this side of things, I'm having to try and find out how to help with my short-term memory. So I have been doing things like memory, see, I can't remember what they're called now, like memory quizzes on the iPhone, well, no, on the phone, just to try and keep that up, and then have a quick look at a book, medical book, and then try to remember a certain bone structure and things. But certainly the university side of things, I still can't put my head around at the moment. I'm definitely going to have to redo at least 6 months of that when I come back. You know, when I come back as an ECA and then go on to student again, I'll have to redo at least 6 months of the student stuff, if not more, just to get myself back into learning about it again. Mood-wise, that's been massively bad, and I've had to go and resort to other things, because obviously you can't run, well, I can't run and things like that. So I was using my drum kit to try and learn how to play drums in 30 days, sort of thing. So that was a bit of fun. But when the mood really was bad, then I would try and get on the bike and, you know, try and ride 20 minutes. Couldn't ride more than 30 minutes because it's just too tiring for me. But that really helped my mood. Before I'm going to go for my ride, or before I go and learn a little bit of drum, I've got to make sure the day before I'm completely rested, that I haven't done any housework, I haven't done any school runs or anything like that. So I'm completely relaxed and and you know, and not tired. And then that will give me my 30 minutes of, you know, ride time, or 30 minutes of drive. And if I go more than the 30 minutes, this is just approximate, then I'm absolutely shattered for the rest of the day, and I have to then also be out for the next day as well. So yeah, it's frustrating, because obviously you want to go and do stuff with the kids as well. You want to go to these long travels, and you want to drive, but you can't, so you get your other half to drive you, and when you get there you're so tired, but you try to get the adrenaline to get you working, to make yourself happy for everybody else, that, you know, that the kids see you happy. and then you're shattered for the next 2 days. It's just crazy. So on that side of things, I've been trying to do is take some multivitamins, just box standard multivitamins. I suppose what the body doesn't need, it can get rid of, and going from there. So there, yeah, that's my update for the moment. You guys, if you are still doing your student stuff, good luck with everything. I really, really can't wait to meet you guys out on the road. I have an occupational health phone call in a couple of weeks' time, just to see what I can do, how I can get back, even it's minimalistic at the moment, because I really, really miss all my colleagues out there, and I really miss my job right now. And I just feel that I just got to do something, anything, just to get myself back onto the road again. And it's going to be a quite difficult transition again, because, you know, you've got the, well, personally, you've got the embarrassment for being away for so long. And then you think, oh no, what, you know, what are people going to think? And what I've been told, and I appreciate it, is it doesn't matter what other people think. You know, the health is more important, and as long as you're safe and you're trying to go within your remit of your own ability, then that's the most important thing. And if you guys, if you've had long COVID or still suffering from that, I totally get where you're coming from. You know, you have good days and you have bad days, and it's just, you know, when people come up to you and say, oh, you're looking well, I'm thinking, yeah, I may be looking well, but inside I'm not, you know, and it's quite difficult to explain to people how things are. And then if you're looking bad on the outside, that means you're really not well inside, but you trying to, I suppose you're trying to do like a facade to try and make yourself look happier, better, feeling more for other people, especially if you've got kids in tow as well. But yeah, thank you very, very much for your well wishes and that. I really appreciate it. And like I said, I'm looking forward to starting back on the road again. Whenever that's going to be, I'm hoping that's going to be this side of the year. So yeah. All right, you take care. Please ride, drive, and be well and be safe. Until next time. Bye bye for now.